वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। हर नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव शंभो शंकर। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। विवेक चूड़ामणि मंगलाचरण श्लोक। सर्ववेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। In earlier class, we have seen how the disciple approached Master and prayed Master to impart self-knowledge. And we have seen a wonderful poetic verse, sloka number 35. We will chant sloka number 35 and 36 also. स्वामिन् नमस्ते नकलोकबन्धु कारुण्य सिन्धो पतितं भवाब्धो मामुद्धरात्मीय कटाक्ष दृष्ट्या रुज्व्याति कारुण्य सुधाभिवृष्ट्या। Disciple is praying and asking Guru Mahatma, O Mahatma, O Guru, Master, please protect me, please save me from the ocean of samsara. I am fallen, I am drowning in the ocean of samsara. Please once look at me, behold, please once your glance may fall on me so that my mind will be purified. I can come out from the ocean of samsara, bondage. Look at me with compassionate eyes. In the next sloka, the disciple is expressing his pain, lot of pain. He wants to immediately come out from the bondages and sorrows. So he's saying, Durvara samsara davagni tattam दोधूयमानं दुरदृष्टवातैः भीतं प्रपन्नं परिपाहि मृत्योः शरण्यमन्यद्यदहं न जाने. So I am being roasted, taptam, durvara, samsara, davagni taptam. I am being roasted in this change. Here samsara means that which is continuously changing. Fire of change. And not only this, all these misfortunes like storms, terrible winds, they are also added to the fire. So bhitam, I'm terrified, I'm scared. Prapannam, I'm taking refuge at your feet. Paripahi mrityoho, please save me from the death. Here death means change, the cycle of birth and death. Sharanyam anyat aham na jane. I don't know any other shelter. Completely I am surrendering to you. Yed aham na jane. Na jane means I don't know. So this is prayer done by Sishya. And in the next sloka, Shankaracharya, he is explaining the greatness of saints and sages, Mahatmas. Again, this verse also in poetic form. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Santaha Santo. When we break that word, Santaha. Vasantavallokhitam Cherantaha. Vasantavallokhitam Cherantaha. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Jena. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Jena. Ahetunanyanapi tarayantaha. Ahetunanyanapi tarayantaha. Shanta Mahanto Nivasanti Santo. Vasantavallokhitam Cherantaha. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Jena. Ahetunanyanapi tarayantaha. Shantaha, those who are peaceful. First, let us see word meaning. Shantaha, those who are peaceful. Mahanto, what is there? Mahantaha, Mahantaha, those who are magnanimous. Magnanimous, those who are having broad-mindedness. Mahantaha. Nivasanti, Nivasanti, they live. They are. Santo, Santaha. Santaha means saintly souls. Embodiment of goodness. Embodiment of holiness. Embodiment of sacredness. Called Santaha. Saintly souls. Saints, Santaha. Vasantavallokhitam word is there. Break that word. Vasantavat Lokahitam. Vasantavat, like spring season. Vasantarutu, spring season. Vasantavat, like spring season. Lokahitam. Hitam means good. Lokahitam means the good of humanity. That which causes happiness to others. Lokahitam. Cherantaha. They will be wandering. Cherantaha, one meaning is wandering. Another meaning of Cherantaha means doing also. Acharana, we use that word, na? Cherantaha, doing, helping. Tirnaha Swayam. Swayam, themselves, means saintly people, themselves. Tirnaha, who have crossed over, who have reached another soul, who have crossed over. Tirnaha Swayam, themselves, means those who have realized, those who have crossed over the ocean of samsara, ignorance. Bhima Bhavarnavam. Bhima, Bhima is dreadful, terrifying, terrific. Bhima. Bhava Arnavam. Arnavam means ocean. Bhava means to become. Here meaning is finitude. So, Bhima Bhavarnavam means the dreadful ocean of finitude, limitedness. Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Tirnaha. Then what they will do? Jenan. Jena Nahetuna word is there. No? So we have to take Janan plus Ahetuna. Janan, people, plural. Janan. Ahetuna. Hetu means cause. Ahetuna. Without any cause or without any other motive whatsoever. Ahetuna. Api. Api also. Here api word will go with Janan. Other people also. Janan api. Tarayantaha. Help them cross over. Tarayantaha. Help them cross over of ocean of finitude. Ocean of samsara. Shanta Mahantaha Nivasanti Santaha. They are great saintly Mahatmas. Those are peaceful and magnanimous in nature. Vasantavat Lokahitam Cherantaha. All the time they will be moving, wandering, and whatever may be done by them, everything like how that Vasanta, the spring season will be wherever that Vasanta season is there, that spring season, that entire atmosphere will be changed. Everywhere we can see greenery and we can experience in spring season the sacredness, the beauty of the nature. Our mind also will be filled with positive kind of thoughts. We feel quiet. That quietude and tranquility can be experienced. So in the same way, these Mahatmas also, they are like spring season. Swayam Tirnaha Bhima Bhavanavam. They themselves crossed over the ocean of finitude, ocean of samsara. And not only that, Janan Api, others also, other people also, they make them cross over. Ahetuna, without any reason, without any cause, means they will not see whether we will help them or not. Not like that. Whenever those Mahatmas will come across fit students, those who surrender to them, definitely those Mahatmas, they will help others to come out from all kinds of bondages and sorrows. So here, wonderful what you call comparison given. Mahatmas are like Vasanta. Even when we listen that word Vasanta Rutu, our mind will filled with joy and happiness. Vasanta Rutu, spring season. It's not like Vasanta Rutu will force the plants and trees and flowers and nature. You have to be like this, you have to be like that. Not like that. Whenever that season enters, everything will be changed naturally, automatically. That entire atmosphere will be changed. In the same way, wherever Mahatmas will be there, around them, the atmosphere will be filled with peace and happiness. And everyone's mind will be elevated and it will be filled with enthusiasm, cheerfulness, and positivity, divinity, sacredness, holiness. This is the glory of Mahatmas. Even in Tulasi Ramayana also it is said that these Mahatmas are like walking spring season, like walking Vasanta Rutu. Wherever they go, they will be sharing the wonderful knowledge so that others' hearts also will be filled with happiness and peace. Shantaha. Whenever desires will be there or vasanas, what you call vasanas force will be there, then we cannot experience peace at all. Even In our worldly transactions also, if person will commit any mistake, any sin intentionally, and if a person is having so many negative thoughts, tamasic thoughts, then that person cannot experience peace at all. So here Mahatmas are Shantaha, peaceful, because they are free from negative thoughts, they are free from Vasana's force, they have realized the source of happiness, that which is profound peace, blissful. So they are peace. They are peaceful. Whoever come contact with that Mahatma, that person also will experience the peace. That person, at least when he will be receiving that knowledge, when he will be in the Sannidhi, Sannidhi means when he will be in the premises or proximity of that Mahatma, in that divine atmosphere, that person, ignorant person, for that time being, he will forget everything. He will forget all worldly kinds of difficulties and sorrows. He feels that peacefulness in his heart. He will experience that peace in his heart. That's why when we go and sit near to Mahatmas, at the lotus feet of Mahatmas, even though they may not be speaking much, they may not be even giving lectures also, just being in their Sannidhi, we feel that divine atmosphere and we can experience peace and happiness. And another word here used for saintly Mahatmas, Mahantaha. Mahantaha, Mahatmas, Mahantaha, magnanimous, here it is said. Who is Mahatma? Mahanta means Akshudra Chittaha. Shudra means narrow. Akshudra Chittaha means those who are not having narrowness. Means those who are broad-minded. Those who are having broad-mindedness. Vishala Hrudaya. Rabindranath Tagore ji, he gave this Mahatma title to Gandhiji. That's why we call him Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhiji. So Mahatma means whose mind is so broad, so accommodated, that person will be having love and concern towards all, whoever will come to contact in their lives. So these Mahatmas are like moving spring season, and they are like gods only. The divinity will be embodimented in the form of saint, Mahatma, Santa. It is said in our Puranas also, these Mahatmas are Bhagwan's Nitya Avataras. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan, he said, whenever this unrighteousness is predominant and righteousness is means those who are following the path of Dharma, they are facing so many difficulties. That time, Bhagwan, he promised, I will come and protect Dharma. I will come and protect Dharma means I will come and protect the people, those who are following Dharma. Good people will be protected. Sambhavami yuge yuge. So Bhagwan's avatars, few avatars are Sampurna avatars, Kala avatars also are there, Jnana avatars, and sometimes Bhagwan will come in terrible form, and Ugra avatar also to punish wicked people, crooked people. And saintly Mahatmas means Santa Mahatma Sadhus, these are considered as Bhagwan's Nitya Avatara. It's not only now and then, yuge yuge, it's all the time. To establish Dharma, to protect Dharma, Bhagwan will come we cannot say Bhagwan, become Bhagwan incarnates as Mahatmas. So that's why these Mahatmas are filled with divine qualities. Shanta, Mahantaha, Nivasanti Santaha, Vasantavat Loka Hitam Charantaha. How that spring season will give happiness to everyone. In the same way, Mahatmas also will be giving happiness to all people. They are the real well-wishers of the all people of the society. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Let everyone be happy. So they will be praying like that. And in the next two lines, Tirnaha Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam. They themselves crossed over the ocean of samsara. How they have crossed over? How they became great Mahatmas? Once they approached their masters as sadhaks, as mumukshus, and they endowed with sadhana chetustrayam, viveka, vairagya, shamadhi, shetka, sambatti, and mumukshutvam. They practiced all great sadhanas and they received brahmajnana from their guru parampara and they realized the self. Now they are seeing their own self in everyone. Madatma, Sarva Bhutatma. That's why they are the real well-wishers of everyone. They are peaceful. They are magnanimous, nature. All these qualities are very natural for them. So Swayam themselves, they have crossed over all limitations. No ignorance at all, no sorrow at all. Not only that, they are helping others to cross over. They are not selfish. If a fit student is there, if that fit student is approaching that master, that Mahatma, and asking for Brahmajnana, that master definitely he will impart that knowledge to that person. This is wonderful quality, great quality of Mahatmas. They all the time will be ready to help others. Some people may be thinking, those who have realized the self, all the time they will be sitting in meditation and they will be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi Sthiti. They might have gone to Himalayas or somewhere in caves. They will be meditating like that only. If Mahatmas, they want, they can be like that. And Mahatmas, because of that love and compassion towards human beings, they come down to our level and they will impart that wonderful knowledge because they know what is the state of ignorance and how many kinds of difficulties will be there, how sadhakas will be facing so many obstacles, even though they want to lead perfect life, but so many times because of so many factors, they may be falling again and again. So these Mahatmas will help them and they will be giving timely guidance how to come out from all kinds of negativities and how they can overcome all obstacles in their sadhana by imparting wonderful spiritual knowledge. So these are like Vasanta Rutu. Vasanta Rutu is Rutunam Raja, means king of all seasons. Vasanta Rutu, it is called the best. In the same way, Mahatmas also, even though they are in human form, but in fact they are really considered as Bhagavat Swarupa, embodiment of divinity. We salute at the lotus feet of such kind of great Mahatmas. We bow down in front of them. Boliye Sri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. In the next sloka, also Shankaracharya ji is giving one comparison how Mahatmas are blessing all of us. Ayam svabhava svatayeva yetpara अयं स्वभावः स्वत एव यत्परा श्रमापनोद प्रवनं महात्मना श्रमापनोद प्रवनं महात्मना सुधां सुरेश स्वयमर्ककर्कशा सुधां सुरेश स्वयमर्ककर्कशा प्रभाभितप्तामवतीक्षितिं किल प्रभाभितप्तामवतीक्षितिं किल Ayam means this. Swabhavaha, nature. Swataha eva. Swataha means on their own, very natural. Swataha eva. Swataha eva, very natural. This nature of helping others is very natural for the saints and sages, Mahatmas. It's not artificial kind of thing. It's not Krutrima. It's quite natural for them. How mother loves her children, in the same way, Mahatmas love others. Ayam swabhavaha swataha eva yet whatever, yet, eva word is there, na? Eva means alone, indeed. Yet means which, yet parasramapanoda pravanam. One word is there, para. Para means others. Parasrama. Parasrama means, srama means difficulty or trouble or pain or suffering. Parasrama apanoda. Apanoda means removing. Pravanam. Pravanam means readiness, having inclination, willingness, readiness, not even willingness, readiness. So, entire meaning of this word is parasramapanoda pravanam, means these Mahatmas are having such kind of natural quality. They are all the time ready to remove the suffering of others. In this world, few people will be there in ignorant state, all the time ready to cause suffering to others without any cause. They will be in their own thinking, and they will be searching for the what you call situations to give trouble to others. This is the nature of wicked person. What is the nature of saint? Mahatma is that Mahatma will be all the time looking for how I can help others, how I can remove others' suffering. See, when person is in ignorant state, he will be creating in his own, and he will be creating sufferings, and he will be going through also. That is because of ignorance. If those people will come to Mahatma and surrender to him, then Mahatmas, what they will do? They will remove the cause of suffering. Not only removing suffering, remove the cause of suffering also by imparting the knowledge. So here, Mahatmas are always ready to help others. So that readiness is expressed here. Parasrama apanoda pravana. Inclination to remove the troubles of others. Next one. Mahatmana of the magnanimous, of the broad-minded great souls. Sudhamshu. Sudha Amshu. Sudha means nectar. Amshu means rays. Sudhamshu means Sudhamshu. nectarine rays. One who is having nectarine rays. Who is that? Moon. Beautiful word used for moon. This one. Sudhamshuhu. Visarga. Sudhamshuhu. Moon. One who is having Amruta Kirana. Nectarine rays. Yeshaha. This. Swayam by itself, on his own. Not because someone is saying, not like that. By itself. Swayam. Arka karkasha prabhavi taptam. Kshitim. Kshiti means earth. One name of earth is Kshiti. Kshitim, the earth. Arka means sun. Arka karkasha prabhavi taptam. Tapta means scorched because of that heavy heat of rays of sun. Scorched by the flaming rays of the sun. Those rays are very powerful. It's like scorching heat we say in the month of May. So this entire earth is scorched by the flaming powerful rays of sun. Heated up a lot. Avati. Avati means saves, protects, cools. Here Avati means cools that earth, saves. Ava means to protect. Avati saves, protects. Kila. In Sanskrit, this is one kind of beautiful expression. Kila. Kila. Does it not? Does it not? It will not do like that. Kila. So what is the meaning? First we will see Drustanta, then we will see Siddhanta principle. What is Drustanta? Like example, comparison given here. When the earth is baked or raw, because of scorching rays of sun, heated up that earth, entire earth, that time the moon with his nectarine rays, he cools the earth. That's why night time, even though in summer also, in full moon day like that, we feel that atmosphere fills with coolness because of the nectarine rays of moon. In fact, there is no any other factor that which cools earth like moon rays. Moon rays are so cool and so soothing, very pleasant. So naturally, how that moon cools down the heat of the earth, in the same way, these Mahatmas, these great saintly souls, what they will do? They will be all the time be ready to remove the sorrow, suffering, troubles of others. For moon, it's very natural to save the earth from the scorching heat. In the same way, Mahatmas also, they will be having this kind of helping nature, having concern for others, those who are suffering. It's quite natural for them. Natural quality. It's not what you call artificial, or it will not be all the time practice like that, or someone said that's why doing it. It's not like that. It's a simple thing. In human beings' heart, few feelings and emotions will be quite natural. Few kinds of things will be cultivated, and few kinds of things will be practiced, and few kind of thoughts and feelings and emotions, how much person may be trying, he cannot cultivate also. Sometimes it will happen. For one person, giving charity, helping others, giving donation is very natural for that person. It's not someone came and gone asking or someone told him to do, not like that. Whenever that opportunity will be there, whenever he comes to know it's required, according to his level, means according to his capacity to give, he will give just like that. But for other people, means those who don't have such kind of feeling in their heart, the person may be having abundance, very rich. If he wants to help, he can help to the thousands of people. But if he doesn't have that feeling to give, to share with others, people may be go on asking, or other people may be go on saying also, he or she cannot come out from that selfishness and narrow-mindedness. They cannot give just like that. If they will give also with a lot of pain, they will give in their heart. I have to give like that. In the same way, another thought also, if you take having concern for others and readiness to help others, for some people is quite natural. Simple example, one person, he's traveling from Andhra to Mumbai. He entered into that train and got down in railway station of his destination. And when that person will see other one lady with the two kids, she's facing trouble to lift her luggage and get down from the train. So that person, he's having that concern. He's having simply one bag only he can carry. So that gentleman immediately, she didn't even ask to help, to come and help. Immediately he went and started helping. Please, madam, you can get on. I will put all these luggage there. 3-4 bags immediately he put down and helped. Few people just they will be watching. Even the other people, they will be suffering. How they will work, we will see. And they will be watching like that, how these other people will be crying and weeping, we will see. Like that also, the people will be there. This Mahatma's heart is like that. They will be all the time ready to help others. This is wonderful kind of divine quality. And if someone really sincerely will come and surrender to that Mahatma, he will be definitely he will impart Brahma Vidya. He himself crossed over the ocean of samsara. He will make others also to cross over the ocean of samsara. When we are experiencing happiness, we want to share with others. If we are having the thought of sharing. In fact, these Mahatmas are really our friends, relatives, everything. These are called Atma Bandhus. It's connected to soul. It's not because of something. Whether that person will be knowing other person or not, this Mahatma will give one smile to other person. Other people will be thinking, have you seen that person earlier? Mahatma will say, I didn't see. Then why you smiled at that person? Just I smiled. For ignorant person, when known person will be there, our friend will be there, then only that person will give such kind of expression. But for Mahatmas, it's not like that. They will be seeing the self in everyone. So these are the two slokas beautifully composed by our Puja Adi Shankaracharya ji, expressed what are the great and glorious qualities of Mahatmas and teachers of Brahma Vidya. Tomorrow we will see next sloka, 39th sloka. Today we will conclude now. शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवा, शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवा, सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, सर्वेश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो। लिंगोद्भवहरा लिंगेश्वरा, लिंगोद्भवहरा लिंगेश्वरा, जगदीश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, जगदीश्वरा मां पाहि प्रभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो, पाहि प्रभो मां पाहि विभो। हर 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 हराय नमः ओं, हर 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 हराय नमः ओं, शिव 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 शिवाय नमः ओं, शिव 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 शिवाय नमः ओं, हराय नमः ओं, शिवाय नमः ओं, शिवाय नमः ओं, हराय नमः ओं। शंभो शंकरा सदा शिवा। हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। शंभो शंकर। మహాత్ముని యొక్క సద్గురు యొక్క లక్షణాలను గురించి పూజ్య ఆది శంకరాచార్యుల వారు 37, 38 శ్లోకాల్లో కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. శాంత స్వభావులై ఉన్నటువంటి వారు, విశాలమైనటువంటి హృదయం కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వారు, సంత మహాత్ములు, సాధు స్వభావులు, సద్గుణ సంపన్నులై ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఏ విధంగా అయితే వసంత ఋతువు ప్రవేశించినప్పుడు ప్రకృతి అంతా కూడా పులకరిస్తూ ఎంతో ఉన్నతమైనటువంటి పండ్లు కాని పుష్పాలు కాని అన్ని కూడా ఫలవంతమవుతూ అందరికీ ఆనందాన్ని వసంత ఋతువు అందించడం జరుగుతుందో అదే విధంగా మహాత్ములు కూడా వాళ్ళల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి జ్ఞానాన్ని, ఆనందాన్ని, ప్రశాంతతని వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడికి వెళ్తే అక్కడ అంతా కూడా అందరికీ పంచడం జరుగుతుంది. వసంత ఋతువులో కూడా ఉంటూ ఏడుస్తూ కూర్చునే వాళ్ళకి మనమేం చేయలేం దానికి. ఇంకా మహాత్ముల సన్నిధిని కూడా ఆస్వాదించేటువంటి శక్తి కూడా మనకి ఉండాలి. మహాత్ములు ఎంత ఉన్నత స్థితిలో ఉంటారో మనం ఆ స్థాయికి వెళ్ళడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయకుండా వాళ్ళని తక్కువ స్థాయికి తీసుకురావడానికి ప్రయత్నం ఎప్పుడు చేయకూడదు. సో వాళ్ళలో ఉన్నటువంటి జ్ఞానాన్ని, ఉన్నతమైనటువంటి స్థితిని మనం కూడా పొందడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఏ విధంగా అయితే వసంత ఋతువు అందరికీ ఆనందాన్ని ఇస్తుందో లోకహితం, అదే విధంగా మహాత్ములు కూడా లోకహితం కోసము, అందరికీ శ్రేయస్సు కలగడం కోసము నిరంతరము ప్రయత్నం చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. తీర్ణాహ స్వయం భీమ భవార్ణవం, స్వయంగా వాళ్ళకి వాళ్ళు ఈ భవ సంసార సాగరం నుండి బయటపడి దాటి ఉంటారు. అదే విధంగా మిగతా వాళ్ళందరినీ కూడా ఆ సంసార సాగరాన్ని మహాత్ములు దాటించడము జరుగుతుంది. వాళ్ళు తీరం దాటి వెళ్ళిపోయిన తర్వాత వెనకాల ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎవరో మునిగిపోతూ ఉంటే నాకేముందులే నేను దాటాను కదా, వాళ్ళు మునిగిపోతే నాకేంటి, తేలితే నాకేంటి అని అజ్ఞాన దశలో ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యక్తిలాగా అనుకోరన్నమాట. వాళ్ళు కూడా బయటికి రావడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి ముందుగా దాన్ని తరించినటువంటి ఆయన మళ్ళీ బోట్ తీసుకొని వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళని కూడా హరింపచేయడము దాటించడము జరుగుతుందన్నమాట. మహాత్ముల యొక్క సహజమైనటువంటి స్వభావం ఏంటి అంటే ఇతరులకి సహాయం చేయటం. తర్వాత శ్లోకంలో చెప్పుకున్నారు, అయం స్వభావ స్వతహ ఏవ అంటే స్వయంగా వాళ్ళకి సహజంగా ఉండేటువంటి గుణం. ఇది కృత్రిమంగా ఉన్నటువంటిది కాదు, ఎవరో చెప్పడం వల్ల లేదా ఏదో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం వల్ల వచ్చేటువంటి గుణం కూడా కాదు. ఏ విధంగా అయితే చంద్రుడు సూర్య కిరణాలతో తపిస్తూ ఆ తాపానికి వేడికి భూమి బాగా వేడెక్కిపోయి ఉన్నప్పుడు చంద్రుడు ఏ విధంగా ఆయన యొక్క సున్నితమైనటువంటి చల్లటి కిరణాలతో ఆ భూమిని అంతటినీ కూడా చల్లబరచడం జరుగుతుందో, అదే విధంగా మహాత్ములు ఈ భవ అగ్ని తాపంతో ఉన్నటువంటి మనల్ని అందరినీ కూడా జ్ఞానము అనేటువంటి, భక్తి అనేటువంటి చంద్రుని యొక్క కిరణాల లాంటి వాటితో మనల్ని అందరినీ కూడా ప్రశాంతపరచడము, ఆనందపరచడము జరుగుతుంది. ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి మహాత్ముల్ని చంద్రుని కిరణాలతో పోలుస్తున్నారనమాట. చంద్రుడు సహజంగా భూమికి చల్లదనాన్ని ఇచ్చినట్లే మహాత్ములు సహజంగా అందరికీ ఆనందాన్ని అందించడం జరుగుతుంది. అయితే కొంతమందికి సందేహం కలగచ్చు, అమ్మ మరి కొంతమంది మహాత్ముల ద్వారా ఇబ్బందులు పడుతూ ఉన్నట్లు ఉంటారు కదా కొంతమంది అని అనవచ్చు. అది వచ్చేసి మనం ఆలోచించాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, కొంతమంది చెడు స్వభావం కలిగి ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు, మహాత్ముల యొక్క గొప్పతనాన్ని అర్థం చేసుకోలేనటువంటి వాళ్ళకి వాళ్ళుగా ఇబ్బందిని కష్టాన్ని కల్పించుకొని బాధపడడం జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఎంతో మంది మహాత్ముల లైఫ్ హిస్టరీలో మనం చూసి ఉంటాము. కొంతమంది చెడ్డవాళ్ళు వచ్చేసి మహాత్ముల్ని ఇబ్బంది పెడుతూ వాళ్ళలో ఉన్నటువంటి జ్ఞానాన్ని పొందకుండా అజ్ఞాన దశలోనే ఉండిపోయేటువంటి వాళ్ళు కూడా ఉంటారన్నమాట. కానీ సహజంగా మహాత్ముల స్వభావం ఏంటి అంటే అందరికీ సహాయం చేయటం. రేపటి రోజున 39వ శ్లోకం గురించి చెప్పుకున్నాము. ఓం లోకా సమస్తా సుఖినో భవంతు. ఓం అసతో మా సద్గమయ తమసో మా జ్యోతిర్గమయ మృత్యోర్మా అమృతంగమయ. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం.